Hey everyone! Well, this is the fourth in my wee series of videos that I promised to do on kindness and the different ways that kindness affects us. So I thought today I'd touch on how kindness is actually an anti-inflammatory. And I mean that on a physical level. First of all, research shows that the kindness hormone, now I say the kindness hormone, it's the hormone, one of the hormones produced due to how kindness feels. So when you feel that warmth, love, connection, empathy, those types of feelings, it produces the kindness hormone. It has other names, the love drug, the hug drug, the cuddle chemical. Technically it's called oxytocin, but it has all these fancy names. But one of the most amazing pieces of research on the kindness hormone shows that it actually acts as an anti-inflammatory in the cardiovascular system and in the immune system. Scientists took cells from the lining of blood vessels and they subjected them to stress, to simulate the similar types of conditions that exist inside our bodies when we're under a bit of, mental and emotional stress or physiological or lifestyle stress. And what they found is high levels of physiological stress, also known as oxidative stress, but high levels of inflammation in the cardiovascular cells. And they did the same with a line of immune cells and found the same thing, this oxidative stress and this inflammation. But then they did exactly the same experiment, took exactly the same cardiovascular cells from the lining of the blood vessels, exactly the same immune cells, put them under the exact same amount of stress in the lab. But this time they added some of the kindness hormone. And guess what happened? A massive, massive drop in levels of this oxidative stress, free radical damage it's often called, and a massive drop in inflammation in both the cardiovascular cells from the lining of the blood vessels and also from the immune cells. So the kindness hormone was acting as a very potent, natural anti-inflammatory in the cardiovascular system and throughout the immune system. Isn't that absolutely amazing? And how do you produce the kindness hormone? Well, you be kind, whether through a physical act or even as an attitude of mind. It's how kindness feels that produces the kindness hormone. It's the feeling of the warmth and the connection that you get from the experience of kindness, whether the giver or the receiver, that squirts out the kindness hormone in your brain and in your heart that causes this anti-inflammatory effect. Now, there's another type of anti-inflammatory effect that comes really through the nervous system, through the vagus nerve. Now, research shows that the vagus nerve, as well as, affecting, heart rate, when you breathe out, when you breathe in, your heart rate speeds up. When you breathe out, let me get that right. When you breathe in, your heart rate speeds up a little bit. When you breathe out, your heart rate slows down a little bit. And the slowing down is in large part controlled by the vagus nerve. It's the primary brake on your heart rate. It's the slowing down. It's part of the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, research shows that the vagus nerve also plays a substantial anti-inflammatory role in the body. In fact, it's actually called the inflammatory reflex, discovered by a professor called Kevin Tracy a number of years ago. And so the inflammatory reflex is controlled or modulated by the vagus nerve. So I guess the fitter your vagus nerve, the better is your nervous system's capacity to manage inflammation in the body. And the researchers found, when they taught a group of volunteers to do a kindness, compassion-based meditation, called metta, the loving kindness, Tibetan Buddhist meditation, where you think of people in your life and you say, may you be happy, may you be well, may you be safe, may you be at peace. And what they found, two pieces of research, one found an increase in the activity of the vagus nerve, and a second piece of research shown that subsequently caused a substantial drop in the inflammatory response to stress. In other words, how your body reacts to stress. There was a potent anti-inflammatory effect there from just practicing a meditation that has at its roots the feelings associated with kindness and compassion. So there you go, a couple of wee bits of research on how kindness is an anti-inflammatory. So wherever you are today, enjoy whatever you're doing and try to be kind, because it's almost always the right thing to do. Bye for now.